Hi, I'm Ginny Rosenkranz with the University of Maryland Extension, and with me is Master Beekeeper Dean Burroughs. Hi, Dean.
Hello, Ginny.
Well, today we're going to go ahead and do something really cool with bees.
Yes, we're going to harvest honey today. We're going to take the surplus honey on the hives that are behind us, leave enough honey for the bees to get through the rest of summer and winter, and then we're going to take the surplus honey to my honey house, extract it, and bottle it, and it'll be ready for market and for our consumption.
So you have to join us. Now notice I've got this really cool beekeeper's hat and Dean is not suited up yet. What we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and get the smoker started. It has to have a chance to kind of get lit, and so it's smoking, so that when we're working with the bees we can go ahead and sort of calm them down.
Yes.
So we are going to be in amongst the bees. You don't have to be in amongst the bees, but you can watch us. So right now we're going to go ahead and get the smoker started, and then Dean will get suited up. So stay tuned. Delmarva Gardens is coming up right next, right here on Pack 14. Okay, so we're here at the beehives, and you were mentioning the brood is the bottom two?
Yes, that's correct, Ginny. The brood is here, the brood chamber, and there's all the eggs and larvae of the bees. The queen is there, and their honey that they need. From this point up, these 4 boxes are what we call supers. They're surplus honey supers.
Okay.
This is what we're going to harvest. We leave enough for the bees. It's, I guess, an analogy I can make is like, I was born on a dairy farm, and we milked the cows. We took all the milk from the cows twice a day. But for the bees, we leave them honey. We don't take all their honey.
Right.
And they need that to survive themselves.
Okay. Now, am I supposed to give some smoke to the bees?
You smoke them to calm them down a bit. There we go. That's good. And now I'm going to open it up. Yeah, that's fine. Good. And then I want you to open up smoke here on top. Oh, it got stuck down pretty good here. There. Okay. And we'll put that right, yeah, a little smoke there. Okay, and Ginny, I'm gonna give you a little crack here. If you'll smoke right in that crack, there we go. Okay, good, that's good. Now, let's see what we got here.
So working with bees is a little bit of a smoky business.
Okay. Oh my goodness, they're working hard. All right, I need to pull out a frame of honey, and let's see if it's all capped. If it's capped, it's ready to go home.
Okay.
Now, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is beautiful. It's not capped, though. Just starting to cap it, see?
These are the caps right
But
here,
see
right?
how it looks like water? That's nectar.
Oh, yeah.
Once it's filled a little more, they'll cap that off, and it's ready to harvest. This is called green honey like it is. There's too much water in that honey, and it will ferment if we extract it now.
Okay.
But once it's capped, there's 18% or less water in it once it's capped.
Oh my.
More than 18%, it will ferment.
Right.
18 or less, it will not ferment. It'll be good honey to harvest.
Good enough.
Okay, so now let me show you another frame here. This next frame over, the bees tend to start at the rear and the middle, and then finish it off from there.
That's interesting. They're very organized.
Yeah, they got a system, yeah.
Yes.
Now,
wow, look at these guys are working hard.
That's capped a lot more, see?
Yes.
About 50% capped. And this side also, beautiful caps.
Now,
it's wax. They make that wax from cells on their stomach, and they bring it and mold it, and then mold it to cap the honey off. So, this super is not quite ready. We're going to go down to a lower super. We're going to leave this on the bees for them to finish off. The way it's going, I would say in about 1 week, that'll be ready to go. Or if you'll smoke them again, please, on top. Okay. All right, let me give it a crack. Okay, right there. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Is enough?
Now, this is a medium super. There are 10 frames there. Each frame full is 4 pounds. So this weighs 40 pounds plus because of the wood already. So it gets pretty heavy when they get the honey frames filled up. Oh, I'll say.
A lot of work.
Yeah, very heavy. Now, okay, now Ginny gives a little smoke here. Oh, see that beautiful wax there? That tells me they're building the wax, and oh yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. Now.
So these are all the worker bees that we see working. We don't see any queens yet because the queens are down.
No, the queen's well on down there.
She works hard laying eggs. That's her main job. Whereas the worker bees are the ones that go out and do all the work.
Now, all right, see there? That's almost all capped. So
okay.
We'll take this. This will be ready to go.
Okay, good.
That's enough. Yeah, we're good. All right, now, we don't want to take the bees home. So we have to get the bees out.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do that. There's several ways you can do it. I'm going to do this with what's called a fume board. I'm going to put it on here. It has a ingredient that the smell will drive them on down. And then we'll take this home without bees, or just with a few bees anyway.
That's good.
All right, let me grab the fume board now.
Okay.
Okay, now. There we go. Okay.
Good enough.
Now, all right, now I'm going to put this fume board on. This will drive the bees down, and then we're going to have to get them down. So we don't want to take the bee. We want to leave the bees here in the hive. That's where they work. We don't want to take them home. So this a few minutes to drive them down. That's all right now. You don't need smoke in there.
Okay,
we're
good.
going to drive them down.
So
now.
how long does it usually take to drive the bees down?
Well, if sun's on this, it just takes a few minutes.
Okay.
We're not in the sun today, so it's going to take a little bit longer, but it's going to take about 5 or 10 minutes at the very most.
Okay.
About 5 minutes probably be enough.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, so the magic of the top has worked, and the
Right.
bees have gone down to their first 2 houses.
Yes, we've depressed one down. This is a fume board. It has a repellent that drives the bees on down. So we can leave the bees in the hive and just take the honey home to harvest it and extract and bottle.
Sounds good.
All right, let's see what we got here. Doing pretty well.
Oh yeah, there's hardly any bees on top. That's good.
Now, heavy, heavy.
Now, this is a very heavy job because how much did you say these weigh?
These weigh about 45 pounds apiece.
Wow.
Now, we got a few bees left. What I'm going to do is this.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tamp them out, okay. All right, Ginny, another board.
And here's the
All right,
board.
Wait, let me grab this real fast. Wait. I'll burk them. Okay, put that on there.
Oh, sorry.
Keep the bees out of it.
Okay.
There we go, okay. All right, that starts them down. Now we add this fume board to this one.
Okay, and then we wait again.
And drive them down a little more. Yeah. Okay.
So once again, we're going to take the top
Now we're
off.
ready. We're ready for the second super to come off now. What I'm going to do, take the repellent board off. Okay, now I'm going to tap it out there, and then we're going to cap it off.
Okay, I'll get out of the way.
Oh, wait a minute. Still stuck. This is really full. Okay, now. Okay, board off.
Board off.
Wait, let me get this straight down here.
Okay.
Okay, now on.
Did you want to get the tops off that stuff
Yeah, a
off?
little bit here.
There you go. And that's just excess cone
Yeah,
that they do.
it's what we call burr comb, yeah.
Burr cone. That's a different term.
Yeah.
And so they basically make it on top. So you go ahead. Oh, you just throw it out.
Yeah, these space, yeah.
All right.
Actually, I'd like to eat it if I didn't have veil on. It's very good. Okay, now you're good.
Okay. There's a couple that are still coming out, so just go ahead and...
That's all right, just put them on there.
All
We're
right.
going to get them. We'll get the rest of them out, I'll show you.
All
Now
right.
bring your smoker, please.
I will be happy to bring the smoker.
Okay. All right, smoke them there. Right on top, yeah. Okay, now. All right, good, very good. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this off because they're not going to go down any farther. I've got to put an empty super on here.
So this is the empty one?
This is the empty super. I'm going to put that right over the brood chamber and then put the full honey super on top so I can dry them down to the empty one. There's so much honey, they have no room to go anywhere.
Right.
So we're going to give an empty house, empty box here to accumulate so we can take the honey off.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, that last honey super full of honey and bees, I'm going to take it off, and I'm going to let you put this right on top.
Will do. Do they need to be smoked
and
one
then
more
I'm going to
time?
put that back on top.
Okay, do they
And
need
then we'll smoke them a little bit after that.
Oh, after that, okay.
Okay, all right, you got that ready?
I've got this ready.
Okay. Now. Okay, now you go on. Whoops. Yeah. There we go. Very good, perfect.
Okay.
Now super back on. Now we can drive them down. And now we need a little smoke here, please, right here. Yeah, right up there, maybe. That's good, that's good. I'll let them drive down. Okay, so I needed that to, they're gonna put more honey in there too, and that's almost full.
I noticed, Dean, that there's a lot of bees that are basically on the weeds right now, and they don't seem to know what to do. They're not flying out looking for flowers.
Right, they look confused. You see others flying in and out normally.
Yes.
Those bees, we tamped out, excess bees that were in the super. They're nurse bees that work in the hive. They've never been outside of the hive.
Oh, okay.
They don't know where they are now. So the other bees are fanning to tell them the pheromone is here, come on home.
Oh,
Now,
nice.
So for the first 2 weeks, they're defending the hive, then they are grooming, feeding the queen, then they're curing honey. The last 2 weeks, they go out in the field. But those bees have never been in the field before, so they haven't oriented to the site. They're not sure where they are.
Right. So we've disturbed them, but not too badly, and as soon as they smell the pheromone, pheromone's kind of like a bug perfume that says, it can say one of many things. It can say, here's home. It can say, here's the food. And some pheromones can also say, we have been attacked and we all have to go out and sting. So
Yes.
we don't want that pheromone to be.
Yeah, the alarm pheromone when they're attacked. Yeah.
Exactly.
So they're fine. They'll be happy there. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Okay.
then there's always a few drones around. This is a drone here. Drones are the male bees. They have no stingers. They can't sting. But that's the drone right there. They go out. Their job is to mate with the virgin queens so that they are mated and can start laying. So they're pretty large and clumsy and fat, and they're so lazy they have to even be fed. They can't eat themselves. Okay,
So we're going to go ahead and take the top one off.
Yeah, this is what we're going to take, Ginny. And I'm going to have you get that board again, okay?
Okay.
And cover them.
You're going to knock the bees out first.
And this is pretty heavy. Oh yeah, let me tamp the bees out again. A few that are left.
There's always a few.
There we go.
There we
Up.
go.
And let me get
I have the easy job, thank goodness.
Oh yeah, good. Now,
Ready?
let me just get this.
Yeah, get those.
This is why I'm not a member of a gym. I get my workout here.
I guess you do. 40 pounds every day.
Okay.
All
Now, okay, good. This one will go back on now.
Okay.
And
So you have to, I noticed you have that wisp, so go ahead and brush the bees off.
yeah, get the excess off, yeah. There we go. Now, look, our inner cover.
And that allows them to come in and out?
Yes, gives them good ventilation. Okay.
And which one of these tops do you put on?
Yeah, now these we're gonna pump them out right here, and they'll find the hive.
Good.
And close it up for another day.
Very good. Okay, and the bees that are in this?
And those are excess too. They're the ones we tamped out, so what we're gonna do is put them right here too,
Okay.
and then they'll find the hive.
And tell them they're gonna find their way home.
Yeah.
Awesome, okay. So now we've got the honey in all of these, and we're gonna go to the honey house now. We're gonna leave the bees to do their job.
Yes, Ginny, yeah, the bees are there. There are very few bees left in here. This is our surplus honey again. We probably have better than 100 pounds of honey in those boxes right there.
Wow.
So that'll be a nice little harvest.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And like you say, there's plenty of honey left over for the bees because that's what they need.
Yes, right. So they won't starve. Yes.
Right. And that honey will actually last them not only through the summer, but also into the fall and into the winter and into the spring.
They'll build up. Yeah, the bees need 60 pounds of honey in that hive to survive through the winter and not starve.
Okay.
So we make sure they have that much.
That sounds good. Okay, well, let's go to the honey house.
Okay, let's do it. All right. Now.
Well, we're here at the honey house now, and the next step is to get the supers. Have I got that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
The supers from the truck into there. Now remember, these things are heavy. This is your workout. So,
Yes.
Before we even do that, we're going to have to blow the bees off. We don't want to tell the bees. We don't want to hurt the bees. We don't want to kill the bees. But by blowing them off, they'll kind of get the idea. And right over here, right in front of the honey house, there is a little bee keep. So they'll go right there and be very happy. Okay.
Yes, yeah, we blow the bees out. A few bees were left in there from the field.
Yes.
We'll blow them out. We want it to be free as much as we can to go in the honey house to extract and bottle the honey. So that's what we're doing now.
So we don't even have any of our beekeeping equipment because we're not going to need it. Go.
No.
All right, I'll let you go ahead and
All
take
right.
care of the bees.
Okay. Now, Ginny, I'm going to have you. Right up here closer.
There you go.
Now. Okay, these have to go over to the bench.
I think they all have little handles.
Yeah. One. And bring that board in, please.
Yes.
Oh, went great. Good.
You want the door open or closed?
Yeah, closed now, closed.
Well, we are now in the honey house, which is kind of cool. And there's a lot of interesting equipment here that we have here. This is the first thing that I was given. So this is a strainer.
A double strainer, yes.
A double strainer. And you were mentioning that you strain the honey, but you don't filter it.
No, we do not filter. No, filter takes all the ingredients out of the honey. We want to strain it only so it remains natural and tasty.
That would make a difference because sometimes when you get honey from the store, it looks like honey, it smells like honey, but it has no taste.
It becomes syrup more than honey, more like just plain syrup, yeah.
So this is going to go into a clean bucket over here. And I'm going to place it right here. And I'm also going to put the top on top of it just to keep the dust out because this is a food product. Now, this piece of equipment.
Yeah, this is our extractor.
So it spins around and extracts the honey.
Yeah, we'll spin the honey out. Then we're going to drain it into the strainer and into the bucket.
Okay.
And then we'll bottle from that point. It'll be put in a bottle.
That's awesome. Okay, so the first thing we have to do though is get the
get the frames.
Get the frames out. All right. You want to go ahead and get started?
Okay, let's do that. Okay, now we're going to take the honey frame out. It's full of honey, and it's over half capped, and that's good.
Okay.
And we're going to take it here, and with the electric knife, we're going to uncap it all the way. So we'll just take this electric hot knife.
Wow, look
and
at
that's
that.
the wax. I'll later make candles with that wax, let them drain out.
Right.
And the other side here is a little thicker, but that's okay. And we're going to take it out.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. You see it's dripping.
Yes.
That's the way it's supposed to be. There we go.
Oh, that's good. And I noticed that you actually have a holder on that board to make it easy.
So I can spin it.
Right.
Now, sometimes we don't get every little capping off, so we do it with a fork.
Okay.
And finish it off.
Right.
Because if we don't uncap it all the way, it won't fly out of there.
Oh.
So a little on the edge here and here, and
yeah, a little bit on
and
this
a
side.
little here. And
Yeah.
then now, okay, we got it here. So now it's dripping. We put a plate under it, and it goes right here into the extractor.
Okay.
And this extractor will hold 20 frames, so we're going to put 10 in there today.
Okay.
Now, all right, now.
This one?
Yeah, let me trade places with you, Ginny.
All right.
I'll let you go over here. That one's not really ready yet, so let's leave it there. Let's go here. Let's go right here. Here we go.
It's amazing how small those frames look.
Yeah, yeah. Each of these frames, oh, that's brewed too.
Oh my goodness. You never know what you're going to find when you take it out. So what's happened here is that the queen has gone up into these frames and has laid more eggs. I guess she's been very, very active.
Yeah, she has, yeah.
So that's a good sign of being a very healthy bee, I guess.
That's true, yeah. She's a very active queen. So let's go down here. We'll work it out this way.
Okay, we'll find out.
All right, this one now, let's see, should be pure honey. Right, all capped, beautiful. The other one had brood in it. The queen had come through the excluder and laid eggs in the frames.
So that was a very healthy bee.
Yeah, and that's fine. We'll take it back to the hive. We'll take that and put it back on the hive.
Okay.
But this is pure honey here.
Good.
So we'll extract that. So you take your knife there, Ginny, hold the top of it like, and just go from top to, just hold it right over here on that, that protrusion there. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
There. And then
you're right, this is warm.
Kind of saw back and forth a little bit as you go down,
Oh, that is so cool.
Got it, nice. Beautiful wax, beautiful.
That is beautiful. So you're going to be making candles with this?
Yes, make candles in the fall with that XX wax.
That's wonderful. And the container that you have here actually has a grid in it too, so all of the honey that comes out.
It'll drain overnight, it'll drain out of there.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to flip it around.
Okay, go ahead.
On that nail head, and then hold it and
hold it right here.
From there, okay, there you go.
This is my first time doing it, guys. So
yeah, you're good. You're doing well.
Bear with me a little bit. Whoop.
Yeah, and if you skip some, don't worry about it. Go on down. That
happens.
Yeah, there you go. Now,
and
we'll get it with a fork.
Yeah, it's almost like peeling an apple in one peel.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, now.
Now, where do you
and just stand it up the back there. Yeah, stand up. Yeah, right on the screen there.
On the right here. Okay, the screen is metal.
Yeah, we want to drain out.
Okay, good. And now you need the fork.
Yeah, and
then
scratch. Yeah.
So we're just scratching it out just to open it up.
Right.
And the neat thing about these frames is that the bees, once the honey's out that has been extracted, the bees will go ahead and fill it back in again with more honey and cap it with more wax.
Oh, sure, they will, yeah.
How old are these frames? They've been here a while.
These frames are probably about 10 years old.
Wow.
And it's drawn comb now. All the comb's drawn out, and you're good, yeah.
That's good. Okay, good.
Now, all right, now the plate under there, okay. And we're going to put it in here then. Okay.
Now in this extractor, do you have to balance it?
Yes, very much so. It has to be balanced up. It will really wobble.
Gotcha.
And because it's going to spin around.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Good enough.
All right, good. Let's go. This is a beautiful soup of honey here.
This is what you're looking for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. All capped off.
Pretty.
Yeah, there we go. Now try that one.
Okay, all right. Here we go again. There we go. Wow. Goodness. It's just like melting off of ice cream. Whee! Beautiful. That's just so pretty.
Oh, doing well. Nice one, yeah.
Curling right down.
And that was built out so far and nice and fat where you hardly have to do anything else.
Mm-hmm. One thing about a honey house, it has to be hot. And today it's going to be in the 90s, so we're good. Now this is the last frame on the top. There's actually 10 more frames down here. We're going to go ahead and use the hot knife to get the wax off of this one. And that's a little different, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, good.
And then, this will fill up our extractor. And we're ready to spin the honey out.
You have to balance the extractor or it will not work right. Everything has to have balance in life, and the extractor is maybe one of those major things. There are still a few bees in here, so we've been careful about that.
Yeah.
We've been respectful to the bees.
Okay.
Okay, so if you look in here, you can see that we've gone ahead and put in the frames in every other notch. So it holds, how many did you say?
Holds 20.
It holds 20, so we had 10 per frame. So this way we're doing just one top. So basically that would take care of the entire box if we had the time to do it all.
Yes, it would, yeah.
Okay.
But we're speeding up the process a little bit here. All right, now we're ready to spin this out. And we really don't need that now.
Oh, you don't need it?
No,
Okay.
it won't go out, but That's a good safety procedure there. If kids are around, I would put that top on.
Okay.
If I'm showing kids what to do, because I don't want the finger to go in there. And
Okay.
so, but now it's open. When it spins, it will not throw it out. It'll stay in the.
We're not going to get a honey bath?
No.
Good.
We're going to have to straighten it out. That's how we get it back.
Right. Okay.
Straighten
That's
it out.
good. That's good.
Okay, we're ready to turn it on
let
now.
you go ahead and turn it on
Turn
then.
it on. Over here.
It smells delightful in here, actually.
Oh, it does. Yeah, sweet. Now we turn the gear on. Going to give it a little spin here to get it started. And
How long have you had this extractor?
this is 3 years. I bought this recently 3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Brand new. I really love it. It's very good.
What did you use before?
Well, I had a smaller one,
Okay.
but I started with a hand crank, a 2-frame reversible it's called. That was like 30 years ago.
That's a lot of
And
work.
this is the 4th extractor I've owned. I've graduated up to the state-of-the-art 20 frame.
There you go.
Yeah.
So by spinning this around like something on like a merry-go-round, all the honey is being forced to the outside edge.
Right, right.
Oh my goodness, it smells fabulous.
Yeah,
I
you
wish
can't
you could.
smell the honey. It smells very good.
It does
yeah.
smell good.
I'm going to crank this a little bit more even. And I'll catch up here.
Okay. And how long does it usually take for the honey to be totally extracted?
If it's good and hot, it takes about 3 or 4 minutes.
That's all?
Yeah, it's not as hot as it should be today, so we're going to go a good 5 minutes with this.
Okay. So it actually takes longer to load it up
Yeah,
than it does to
Oh, yeah.
extract it.
Yes,
That's
right,
truly
right. Okay, and we're going to stop it.
wow. So all the honey is whoosh to the edge and to the bottom. Wow. Okay.
And Ginny, we want to check a frame and make sure it's all spun out. If
Okay.
not, we'll run it some more.
Okay.
So let's pull a frame out and look at it there.
Do you want me
You
to
can
put
take that
this
one out. Yeah,
Okay.
anyone's fine. Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do that.
How's that
Oh,
look?
now, okay. So you see all the cells, and it's spun out pretty well. Yeah, that's not bad.
This is much lighter.
And now-
you can see through it also.
Yeah, that weighed 4 more pounds before. 4 pounds of
Yes.
honey spun out of there.
Yeah, I can hold this very easily.
So that'll go back on the hive. We have drawn comb. The bees don't have to build all that wax now.
Oh,
They can just
okay.
fill it full of honey and cap it off.
they'll be happy. So,
Saves a lot of time.
do you want to just leave it here for the
Yeah,
time being?
in there, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And now what we're going to do is strain the honey out.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's the strainer.
Yeah, so you can loosen that and pull up about halfway. And while you're doing that, I'm going to back here. I'm going to give a tilt to it.
Even.
But, oh, it's beautiful light honey.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And the fragrance is just amazing.
No, it
just
is. Yeah, it
smells so
smells
good.
great. Yeah. So
All
we're
right.
going to let this strain.
Okay.
And then I let it sit for a day.
Okay.
So all the extra wax, little bits of wax in the bee wing will come to the top.
All the impurities.
And then when I draw it off the bottle, it's pure honey.
That's good.
But we don't do any heating, no filtering, nothing's added to it, just pure honey. Very pure, right from the hive.
Right from the hive.
And
That's so pretty.
this honey was in the hive about 3 hours ago.
Yes.
And now we're going to put it in a bottle and we're going to try it.
Sounds
taste
good.
and all.
Okay. So should we go ahead and use the other ones and start bottling?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
let's
You want
go.
to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dean.
Okay, what we're doing, we're bottling honey now. This honey was extracted yesterday. 24 hours it's been in here. The bee wings or little excess wax has risen to the top. And when we draw it off from the bottom, it's pure honey, right from the hive. It's not filtered, nothing's added, it's not heated. Natural honey the bees make right from the beehive.
Absolutely beautiful. Well, Dean, thank you so much for the wonderful lesson, but you know, telling us about how to take care of the bees before, and we've gone ahead and found bees and marked bees, but now we've actually gone ahead full circle and done the honey. This is so much fun. Well, guys, I thank you so much for joining us for this wonderful edition of Delmarva Gardens right here on Pack 14.
Okay,
Beautiful.
good.